Alright, so today we're going to plan a character. So this is just planning a new character. So this is just a character I made on a member's account. And then I gave him $20 million to buy skill books with. So he doesn't have anything trained, he just started the game. Which race is he? I think we could check by the background, right? We could see maybe, oh, he's Galante. Okay, so we started as Galante. So basically we would just have the Galante frigate trained up. And then we could see how long things take to train. Then we could probably formulate a plan for free to play as well, because all these skills are going to be free to play. So if you lose membership, then you'll still be able to use these. And then here it shows how long it takes to train. So I could train on my other character while filming this. Then we could just look here to see how long it'll take to train. So 8 hours and 37 minutes. So that's pretty good. So then if we were to get the destroyer, we would have to buy it from the market. So we'd have to spend some money. So this skill book would cost 100,000. So we could buy the skill book, and then we could inject the skill book. Item hanger, Galante destroyer, inject the skill. And then we could put a Galante destroyer on here. So whatever your ship starting race is, I guess your ships would be these ships. And then you would have to buy the cruiser, because essentially if we look at a Galante frigate, it's a skill unlocked Galante destroyer at level 3. So once we get level 3 of this skill, we could get the destroyer unlocked. We just have to buy the skill, and then we can fly the ship. And then Galante destroyer 3, once we get it level 3, we could get the Galante cruiser, so we could view market details. So this one's going to cost 1 million. So you can spend 1 million. I think the career agents give you like 10 million to start the game with, so you definitely have a lot of money to buy all these anyways. So now you would get the cruiser ship of your class. So basically this will take 18 hours and 12 minutes. So already we're still under 1 day training. We're getting all of the ship skills to level 3. I think this is always like the starting thing to do. Just get all your basic ship skills up, and then you can worry about your weapons later. So free, and then the destroyer, and then your Galante cruiser. So now we're up to 1 day and 15 hours. So I guess it would take like over 3 days on a free account without any injectors. But basically, we could get all this done within 2 days just here, and then we could get the Galante battle cruisers, right? If we want to view market details. I think this one's like 2.5 million, and I think the battleship was pretty expensive too, right? Although we probably don't need these ships. Are they good for mission running or anything? Galante battle cruiser. It's gonna cost me 10 million. Good thing we have billions. So we could go to the inventory, and then maybe we're gonna have to use this character for something. So we could go put the battle cruiser here, and then we could put the battle cruiser onto the tree. And then we could train battle cruiser up to level 3. So now we have the battle cruiser trained. Oh, because we need the battleship. So this takes 2 days and 18 hours. So now we're less than 3 days here. But then we would want the battleship. The battleship doesn't come up here because we show information required for level 3, the battleship. And then we go to information, requirements. Requires Galante battlecruiser frigate spaceship command level 4. Alright, so we could just train this. We could drag this onto here. We could say spaceship command level 4 is now training. And then there's the battleship. So now the battleship shows up. We have all of the requirements for the battleship training. That takes 3 days, 15 hours. So spaceship command takes like 20 hours. And then we could go view market details. This one costs 7.5 million. So now we're at over 10 million. So I just put 10 million on here to see how much it costs to buy these skill books. Spaceship command. So now we have the battleship bot. So now we can inject. It says it's going to take 3 days and 15 hours. So now we can throw the Galante battleship down here. So now we can train the battleship actually. So I guess if we train that to level 3, that'd be a super basic good starting queue. So 5 days and 2 hours. Or if you got the 1 million skill points, you could just apply those and then just get your battleship right away on day 1. Although you'd have to equip your weapons and everything. So if you wanted to learn how to fly a different ship, it would take you 5 days to learn how to fly a different battleship. So that takes quite a while. If we were to just train up to the destroyer or the battlecruiser or something, though we'll probably just leave this on, so 5 days, 2 hours, you have the option to fly a battleship. Although we'll probably just take them off because the battleship isn't really too important. Spaceship Command 4, and then Galante Battlecruiser, and then you can train to the battleship. So that's only 3 days, so it's 2 days of training to get into this thing. Alright, and then some other things, your weapons. You probably want some weapons and probably the drone skills, right? Drones, you can always use drones. So we probably should put the battleship on just because we got it, just because you'll be able to at least fly the battleship, and battleship will be trained up a little bit. So the last one takes 1 day and 5 hours to train. So it's a long training time if you want to master the battleship. So does it unlock anything else? Required for level 3 Galante Dreadnought, the Titan, the carrier. So if you ever want to fly those, you will need the level 3 battleship skills. Pretty much it. Level 5 just unlocks the tier 2 ships, that's it. Basically level 3. And then you might want drones, because drones are also always going to be with you. If you lose membership for some reason, or if you're free to play, drones level 5 is required for light drones level 5, I think. So you got your basic battleship trained up, and then drones level 5. And then you would need a light drone operation, right? Hover over so you'd find a light drone operation, view market details, so it's only 75,000 for this one. So we get a light drone operation, so we'll always be able to use light drone, always be able to use tier 2 light drones. So now we have a light drone operation to level 5. Then if we have drone skills all the time, then it wouldn't matter if the weapons are up. Maybe it would matter. Because if we go show information about light drone operation, we could say level 5 is required for tier 2 light drones. Requirements 11 days of training. That's not too bad actually. You just need drones level 5 to be able to use these, and then just light drone operation level 5 to be able to use these. So 2 level 5 skills, which we have on the training queue. So now we have 11 days and 13 hours on the training queue. So they give you 1 million skill points to spend. We just have the drones, we have the ship commands, so we have so you could either choose missiles or gunnery probably. So you could use the tier 2 weapons on any ship. So I think we're gonna go with gunnery, or you can go with missiles, it's the same thing. And then even after these are trained, you could still train into the other things or master other things. But essentially, if we go to small hybrid turret, and we say required for light electron blaster and the rail guns. So if we show information, say we need a small hybrid turret level 5, so that only takes 6 days to train actually, so it's really quick to train into that. Yeah, all you need is small hybrid turret level 5. So you just throw small hybrid turret level 5 on there maybe. So you need a level 3 small hybrid turret in order to learn the medium hybrid turret, right? So you go view market details, medium hybrid turret. Might as well learn the medium hybrid turret. So we go information, inject the skill, and just train a medium hybrid turret up to level 3, I guess. So you could actually use the tier 2 medium hybrid turrets as well. So medium hybrid turrets up to 3. And then show information required for 3 large hybrid turret. So large hybrid turret would be a free-to-play skill. Alright, requirements. Medium 3, gunnery level 5. So you would need gunnery level 5 if you wanted to use large hybrid turrets, but I think medium is enough, right? Show information required for, well, if you go to 5, these are the medium hybrid turrets, the tier 2 ones, so you can use these on a free-to-play. So you just need medium hybrid turret level 5. So this would actually take like 20 days to train. Small hybrid turret 3, sharpshooter. So you need sharpshooter level 4 to be able to use these even. So essentially you need a medium hybrid turret level 5. So we could throw small hybrid turret level 5 on here, see how long that takes to train. So that takes 11 days, is that true? Or is it not going above because we have over 500,000 points? Small hybrid, and then a medium hybrid turret. Yeah, so it's not counting up over because we have over 500,000 points. So we're gonna have to pause the queue on the other character and then come back and then see what the time is when we're done. But medium hybrid turret level 5 will take 14 days. Holy. So maybe medium hybrid turret would not be something to get into right away. Well, maybe what if you wanted to use medium hybrid turrets level 2? You could use that, but you would need like a sharpshooter level 4 or something. And a small railgun specialization. Sharpshooter level 4, so that would take like 1 day, 17 hours for the next skill. Okay, so you would need to get that, and then you could use the medium hybrid turret level 5, the tier 2 weapons. Have all the things trained on there. And then basically the same thing for missiles, right? It would just be like a missile launcher operation if you wanted to get missile launchers. I believe you need level 5, so that only takes 4 days to train that one. And then light missiles, you market details. Then you go to the inventory, yeah, and then you learn light missile skill book. So light missiles, we can add those. So maybe we don't actually need medium hybrid turrets, right? If that takes 14 days to train, we could save a whole bunch of training time. And then learn those later. Maybe just the light missiles and the small weapons are good enough for now. So I believe light missiles level 5 is required for that. Although this one takes 9 days to train. Required for level 5. Required for the ammunition. Okay. So you just need the light missiles level 5 and then the light missile specialization. Oh, missile launcher operation 5. Light missiles level 5. Alright, and then the weapons, right? Missile launcher operation, show information required for light missile launcher level 2, light missiles level 5. Okay, so you would only need missile launcher operation level 3 for those ones. So it would only take 12 days to train into the tier 2 light missile launcher 2, and you could use those if you're not a member as well, right? Tier 2 weapons are free to play. So I guess that'd be a basic overview. Oh, the last thing that we're gonna do, if you go to the ship tree here, you go to ships, ship tree. And then you go look at any of these ships. If we were to go to the far left here and look at the frigates, something that you would need to train to get into these ships, right? Because if you're looking at your ship skills, you can't actually fly these if you're not a member. Show information, requirements, so it'd be these ones, the assault frigates and the covert ops frigates gives you a good idea of what you need, right? You could right click show information on the assault frigate and it would show the requirements. Say you would need mechanics level 5, so those are free to play. That's intelligence and memory, I believe, yeah. Then power grid management level 5, that's intelligence and memory. You could expand this or something. There we go. Just need mechanics 5, power grid management level 5, and then electronics upgrades level 5. So that takes 11 days on a member. So let's add those to the queue. Mechanics, power grid management, electronics upgrades. We could even add it to the queue by just going like this, right? We go here, we go to our character sheet, go to the bottom. Says that we need mechanics level 5, so mechanics level 5 is also free to play anyways, so be able to use those later. Power grid management level 5, and then if we went to the other ship, the covert ops ship, show info, electronics upgrades level 5, because electronics upgrades level 5 should be free to play as well, so that would take 11 days to train. So just other things you could train to plan if you're not a member, or if you're not a member at all, you could train these. And then the On a frigate you could only train them to level 4, so might as well get this training out of the way so that training is done, so whenever you do decide to be a member or something, or if you get members again, then you could all you would have to do is train Mara Frigate level 4 up to level 5 if you got the skill already. So I think we did Glante, so if we go here and we show information, it's going to say we already have the skills trained, right? We have Glante Frigate level 3 trained. If we could train it to level 4 on free to play, we could kind of prepare for if we wanted to fly the tier 2 ships later. So once all of our ship skills are here, we could go say like frigate, we could add that. That's like 1 day to train it to level 4, and the destroyer's exactly the same. So we can't have more than 50 skills on the tree. But then essentially we could get the destroyer to level 4, the cruiser to level 4, the battleship to level 4, the battle cruiser to level 4. So it does take a long time to train, I guess. Or if you're planning to have members for a while, you could just go straight for Glante Frigate level 5, although that seems like it would take a while. I think it's just the frigate and the destroyers are good to get up early because they unlock all the ships, so you could get into exploration. And then I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we got all of the basic ship skills, the mechanics, power grids. And if you go to information, all the character tree here, pretty much have everything done. Spaceship command, all the ships to level 3, maybe level 4, because you could still use those on free to play. And then engineering, I think, electronic upgrades to level 5, power grid management to level 5, energy grid upgrades. I think you can upgrade that a lot too. And then mechanics level 5, and then hull upgrades level 5, I believe as well. You can get up to level 5. And basically just the gunnery, you can get the small turrets up to level 5 and the medium turrets up to level 5. Use the tier 2 weapons. Missiles, you get like light missiles to level 5, heavy missiles to level 5 to use the tier 2 weapons and ammunition. Drones, you could get the drones to level 5, light drone operation to level 5 to use the tier 2 drones. And then that's pretty much it, right? It's pretty much all the core skills for free to play, just all the ships and all the weapon skills and all the drones. Besides that, if you're a member, you could probably venture into science and then start researching blueprints and doing laboratory operation, advanced laboratory operation, metallurgy, research. Although you can't do that on a free account. Same with planet management, you can't do that on a free account. So you would be able to just focus on combat, right? Everything's just combat related on a free account, but they don't give you the tier 2 ships, right? You can't fly any of the tier 2 ships, but you can use the tier 2 weapons and the tier 2 drones. So we'll end that there. Say these are pretty good to look up. Yeah, and then we'll just hop on the free account to show that all of these ships, they do only train up to level 4, so you can train them up to level 4 and then you'll still keep all those benefits, although level 5, so you can't use these ships. But then if we go to the ship tree, we could say we could still have most of the ships trained, or if we're not members for a few days or a week or something, or we could say we could still try to train into these ships, because we could say show information requirements. It was the assault frigates, yes. We would say we could still train mechanics 5 anyways, we could still train power grid management level 5. Show information, we could still train electronics upgrades level 5 on a free account. It would just take twice as long, right? And then we'll just look at the drone skills and say we can train drones to level 5, light drone operation level 5, show information required for drones. So we will be able to use tier 2 drones on a free account. And the missiles, if we go to missile launcher operation, and same with the missiles themselves, right? If you go to light missile launcher, it says we can use them. We just have to train light missiles level 5. That's going to take a long time on a free account. Holy jeez. Okay, and then the gunnery. So we can train the small hybrid turret to level 5 to use the guns, right? Level 5 required for the tier 2 guns, so you can use those on a free account. And then same with the medium hybrid turret. Show information. So here's the tier 2 medium turrets, so you can use the medium turrets. And same with the projectile turrets, right? Small projectile turret, medium projectile turret, and maybe the energy turret. Small energy turret, medium energy turret. It's just the large turrets you can't use on tier 2. And then there we go. So that's all the core combat things you could use on free-to-play, even after your membership expires or something. Or if you just came back to the game and you used to play a long time ago and you're like, I'm only free-to-play, what can I use now? You could still use your drones, you could still use your missiles, you could still use your gunnery, you could still use your destroyer ships, your small frigates and destroyer ships, and your regular ships, and then your navy ships here as well. Alright, so we paused the queue on the other character, and then we logged onto here and it didn't have any of the things on the queue. So if we pause it, when you hover over it, alright. So let's just throw a whole bunch of things on here then. So we had the frigate, the destroyer, we had everything on here. And then we'll just see how long it actually takes to train all these things. And then we had the cruiser level 3. So we could actually just train to level 1, right? Or right click and say add level 2. That's probably another way to do it. Add level 3 to the queue and then the battle cruiser. So we just add these to see how long they actually take, right? It says 1 day, 2 days, 18 hours. Okay, so it is training. Alright, so then the battleship. We needed spaceship command, so add level 4 spaceship command to the queue, and then battleship. Add level 1 to the queue, just so we could basically fly the battleship. And then I think it was like drones probably, right? So that took 5 days, and then drones up to level 5, I think. So then drones level 5, that would be most of the way to using the tier 2 drones. So we got light drone operation here, light drone operation level 5, so we're up to 11 days. It's be interesting to see as well how many points it takes. That takes like 4 days. So now just training the basic ship and then the drones up to level 5, that took like 16 days. And then we did like gunnery. We'll just do like small turrets, small hybrid turret. How long would it take to train the smallest turrets up to level 5? So it takes 4 days and 21 hours. So it would be a lot quicker, right? If you remapped or something, or if you had implants, then it could take like 3 days and 11 hours. Or it might take like 3 days and 17 hours if you remap for something else, but it would be a lot quicker than this. This is just a character without any remapping. So small hybrid turret required for, what else did these need? Sharpshooter level 3, so add level 3 to the queue. So it just takes 6 days to train into the tier 2 guns. That's actually pretty cool. So now 24 days on the training queue. And then that's just to get the small hybrid turret tier 2 weapons and the drones. And then missile launcher operation. I think we just needed missile launcher operation level 3, right? Go to missile launcher operation, show information. Level 3 is required for light missiles and rapid. So basically the same thing, right? 12 days, 11 hours. Yeah. So you just need light missiles level 5, missile launcher operation level 3. So we just need light missiles 5, which will take 11 days actually. So it's a little bit longer than training the small guns, I guess. Missiles does take longer to train into. This last one would actually take 11 days, 35 days. Although you would have tier 2 missile launchers. So maybe it would be worth it to train into those just to get the tier 2 launchers, and then that's pretty much it. Just to get all the low level things. So there we go, light missile, there's like 35 days. Most of it's in training the last skill. Like same if we were to go to spaceship command, if we were to put the frigate on here, if we wanted to train the frigate, it would take the same amount of time to train the frigate as the light missile launcher. And then we could trade the low leveled hybrid turrets pretty quickly too. So, anti-frigate. If we wanted to level frigate to level 5, right? Level 4, oh, level 4 only takes like 1 day and 17 hours. A lot different. Level 5 is like 9 days. So I guess the weapons would be more important than the actual ships and then all the upgrades. Oh, and then on the ship tree, we should put those on here, right? Ship tree, the core abilities for the tier 2 ships. The assault frigate, show information. So mechanics level 5. At level 4 to the queue. So we almost forgot about adding these at level 5 to the queue. So that'll take like 5 days. That'll take like 4 days at level 5 to the queue. So power grid management, mechanics, show information, electronics upgrades. That'll take 11 days to train at level 4 to the queue. So let's add that level 5 to the queue. And then basically we would have most of the things to use all of these ships, right? The assault frigate. Once we train those, we would basically just have to train that frigate, that's it. Because you do have to train everything else to be able to use these ships. So now our training queue says 2 months. So I guess this would be the 2-month training plan. So the 2-month training plan would be to get all these things here. And light missiles, if you wanted to get those, we could take those off, I guess. It's just all the really long training time things take forever. And we didn't even put the medium hybrid turrets on here this time, did we? No, we didn't. So medium hybrid turrets would add even longer, right? So if we had gunnery. So let's just see how long it would take to max out everything. If we put light missiles back up on here. And if we put a gunnery on here. If we put a medium turret, right? Medium hybrid turret. If we got a medium hybrid turret to level 5, how long would that take? So I guess we're extending the video because we've seen it takes like 2 months to just train this basic part up. The second part would take like half of a month essentially, or it could be taken down to like 11 days or maybe 10 days with mapping and implants, but 76 days. So is there anything else we needed for the turrets required for level 5? Sharpshooter level 4 at level 4 to the queue. So it would take you 78 days to train, train all the basic skills, I guess. All the ones that you're going to be able to use if you're ever not a member. Though, if you are a member and you plan to be a member for a long time, maybe this wouldn't matter too much. Although, you probably would be using drones level 5 anyways. You probably would be using light drones level 5, or you would probably want to get your weapon to level 5, or missiles to level 5, or your mechanics, your power grid, or your electronics upgrades. Everything level 5 would help on members anyways too, right? But I guess the main thing is that all these would help on members. You'd have your tier 2 weapons, but they would also help out with non-members. So it'd help out both types of accounts. So there we go. We looked at a whole bunch of things. It takes you like 80 days to train. I'm sure there's more things to train on free-to-play. Like if you were to go master all of these ships, right? Those would take like 5 to 8 days. 5 to 10 days. 5 to 9 days, something like that. So I guess, just like 2 weeks to train. Is that right? It just takes 4 to 5 days to train into the battleship. Alright, so then all the basic ship skills. Then basically all you would be able to train on a free account would just be the ship skills up to level 4. And then basically whatever else you could find. Oh, I think hull upgrades was also level 5 on free to play, wasn't it? So you could train for 9 days or 18 days. And then like shields, wasn't something shields level 4 or level 5? So there we go. There's a whole bunch of things to train to plan for a free-to-play account. So 90 days of training. 3 months. Perfect. And then you could even speed it up, right? So it wouldn't actually take you 3 months. You could probably train this in like 2 months. 1 or 2 months. Depending if you bought the skill injectors or not. So there we go. Yes, the 90-day training plan.